From the Darien Ice House in Darien, Connecticut, it's game number 2 of this Saturday night doubleheader. Tonight on the girls' side of things, the Darien girls team takes on the Avon Co-op Nighthawks on Senior Day in a clash between the number 1 and the number 2 teams in the state of Connecticut. Hi everybody, joined alongside Liam Tomaszewski. I'm Braden Shank, and Liam, a special day for Blue Wave girls puck fans, Senior Day, and they will be honoring their 7 seniors on this team. What's the importance like of Senior Day, especially for a team like Darien?
Yeah, the seniors on this Darien girls ice hockey team have played a tremendous impact, and they played a big part of how they've done so well this season. Seniors like Kelsey Donovan and other seniors who have done amazing on and off the ice and just scoring goals, making plays, and that's the whole reason they're number 1 in the state right now is how well they're playing this season.
Darien, number 1 in the state of Connecticut, 16-0-2 thus far. The 2 ties coming to Greenwich Academy, so technically in the Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association, 15-0. As for the Avon Co-op Nighthawks, they come in at 14-3, but on a 2-game losing streak. Liam Tomaszewski, they fell to the East Catholic Co-op team 1-0, the Storm, and they fell to New Canaan 2-1, but the biggest loss they had all season was to Darien by the final score of 7-1. What happened in that game?
Not really sure what happened, but I think that their defense was just overrun by the powerful Darien offense. I think that the Avon defense is going to have to play extra hard today to really stop that first line, and I think they're just going to have to really step it up from the last time they played each other. And I think this could be an interesting game to go either way, but I think Darien has the upper hand really in this game.
Darien jumped out to an early 5-0 lead over the Nighthawks in the first game, and they did not look back. 7-1 en route to another victory on their schedule. The second meeting between these teams all time. They met last year in the state semifinals at the Shelton Rinks, and that was Darien that took that, but then they fell to New Canaan in the state championship. The final score of that one, I want to say 5-0 in favor of Darien. I remember it like it was yesterday. The opening faceoff won by the Wave. Natalie Beach came down, took the shot, first shot of the day, scored on Avon. So Darien will look to repeat that kind of production. And as for Avon, this is a team that features players from just about every inch of the state of Connecticut. Players from Weathersfield, Southington, Rom, Coventry, Avon, Berlin, Watertown, Newington, and probably more that we missed. The biggest co-op team in the state of Connecticut right here, and they are the Avon Co-op Nighthawks, led by the veteran head coach, 6th-year head coach Mike Carrera. And they're going to look to do some damage on the best team in the state.
Oh, 100%. This Avon team is going to have to do some damage to the Darien defense. But I think if Darien's offense just keeps prevailing the way that they've been playing this season, I think that they have this game. I think that they just have to start early and keep progressing throughout the whole game. I mean, of course, it's senior night, so we're probably going to see some more seniors out there on the game. But still, I think if Darien keeps progressing, I think they're going to do really well.
Darien, as you mentioned, honoring their 7 seniors: Gretchen Edwards, Morgan Massey, Chelsea Donovan, Kelsey Brown, Ruthie Miller, Anastasia Zerboulis, and Catherine Kahn, the 7 seniors for Jamie Tropsa's squad. And they will all see time, I think, with the exception of Ruthie Miller, who's still battling an injury. But the other 6 should see time in tonight's contest against Avon. A big one with standing implications on the line, the final CHS-GHA game for Darien. So they'll know their record going into the state tournament. After tonight, they do play the Rye Country Day School on Monday, but again, another friendly game for Jamie Tropsa's squad. Won't count for anything. As for Avon, they will still have a couple more games after this. So this is Darien's final test before the FCAC playoffs coming up in just 2 short weeks, where they will host Greenwich in the FCAC semifinals.
Yeah, that should be an interesting game. And then we see New Canaan Rams play the SWSers. And I think, personally, I think if Darien wins and then SWS wins, I think that's going to be a great FCAC final. I mean, Darien played SWS early in the season. They won 3-1. Then they just recently played them, and they only won by a narrowing 1-0. So I think that could be a very interesting FCAC final. But as for now, I think Darien is going to just, if they keep playing the way they are, I think they're going to do really well.
We're setting the balloons up for the Senior Day festivities. Maggie Bellissimo will give a speech to get us started on Senior Day. Of course, a special day for the 7 seniors out there. And a special night for Blue Wave girls hockey as a whole. We send you down to the ice with Maggie Bellissimo. Ruthie Miller, the first senior for Darien. As we mentioned, battling an injury, has not played yet this season.
Next, forward, number 21, Anastasia Zerboulis.
Looks like they're figuring out the logistics of it.
Yeah, doing the senior day celebration on the ice. It's got to be tricky compared to normal turf fields that pretty much every other sport does.
It is every other sport, Liam. I don't know what other sport would use ice. And the second senior for Darien, Anastasia Zerboulis. First year on this varsity team, and definitely brings the atmosphere into that Darien locker room, I've heard. Good player for the team morale for this Darien squad.
Yeah, Darien seniors, on pretty much every sport, they bring the team morale. Even though if they're not starting in every game, they're still just there for the team. They want to hype up the team in those wins, and they're just there for the team as a whole. They want to be pretty good role models to the younger generation of the team.
Next we have number 30, goaltender Catherine
And over to Catherine Kahn, the senior goaltender for the Wave. Done a great job in between the pipes for the Wave. Has pitched 7 shutouts this season. Led Darien to the 16-0-2 record they have to this point. And Kahn has done a fabulous job in the goalie crease for this Wave squad.
And she's been unstoppable in the net so far. She'll have to pass the torch to Jamison Maher, the junior, right now. But Catherine Kahn's getting a pretty good season so far for her.
Next we have number 10, Chris Davis' girlfriend, Captain
Kelsey Brown next out for Darien on senior day. Brown, a senior captain on this Darien team. 11 goals, 18 assists thus far. She'll be joined by their parents and her sister, Kate Brown, who appears to be a scratch for tonight's contest, but Kate, just a junior, will be back next year. Kelsey, a senior for Darien.
Yeah, Kelsey Brown had the 1 goal against SWS the other day. And a big win for Darien as they try to progress more into the FCAC and get a great seed in the state tournament.
Gretchen Edwards, another senior captain, wearing the number 16 jersey. Edwards, a talented player for this Darien team. 6 goals, 5 assists, and really contributes on every side of the ball, or every side of the puck, that is.
Yeah, Edwards has been all over. He's really contributed to this Darien girls team. Just been an all-around solid and great player.
Gretchen joined by her father, Matt Edwards, the legendary voice of Darien girls ice hockey here on the PA inside the Darien Ice House.
Next we have number 17, defenseman and captain, Morgan
Next up, the defenseman Morgan Massey, Cornell-bound lacrosse commits. Massey has anchored this Darien defense all season, only allowed 15 goals in the 18 games played. And the fun fact we brought up in the last broadcast, played field hockey for Darien. She has not lost a contest in this new school year. The field hockey team undefeated. Darien Blue Wave girls ice hockey team undefeated. Again, Massey committed to Cornell to play lacrosse, and she'll be back out this spring for Lisa Lindley's Wave.
Yeah, Morgan Massey, a 3-sport athlete for Darien High School, and she's been unstoppable at defense this year. And again, they haven't lost the game yet on her field hockey team and this Darien girls ice hockey team. Let's hope to keep it that way for this game.
And finally, Chelsea Donovan, number 19 for the Wave. Donovan, a sharpshooter with 13 goals on the season, 32 assists, 45 points, that is. Chelsea, joined by her father, Ryan Donovan, stepped in, did color commentary for one of the DAF broadcasts. Pretty good commentator, I must say. And those are the 7 seniors for Darien girls ice hockey this season.
Yeah, Donovan to add, she just finalizes all the senior class, brings a lot of seniority, and on that first line, really just all-around great player.
And now they're going to honor the Avon seniors.
It's a nice thing for Darien to do, honoring the seniors. Of course, they've had such great impacts in the sports that they play. Seniors deserve every bit of awards that they get.
Especially a team like Avon, where you have 7 schools co-oping, not necessarily one host school. It's always good to have a team senior day like that. And a good job by Jamie Drops and Mike Carrera to set that up. And Darien 7 seniors will huddle up for the picture.
Even though the Avon team is not all from one school, there's still a team. There's still a tight-bound group, and that's been seen all year. And pretty much in any team, a team is just tight-bound in general.
And now we send you back down to the ice for the playing of the national anthem. the rendition of the anthem, and got to give props to Matt Edwards on that one. The senior day festivities and sprinting over to the scorer's box to do the PA on that. Again, a great ceremony for the 7 Darien seniors. Gretchen Edwards, Morgan Massey, Chelsea Donovan, Kelsey Brown, Ruthie Miller, Anastasia Zerboulis, and Catherine Kahn.
All of these seniors, again, have had great impacts, and we're going to see it out in the ice today by them playing, and that should be a great game against the Avon Co-op.
Now we get into the game time mindset. Darien Avon, #1 versus #2 in the Nutmeg State. Darien, I believe, have already locked up the #1 seed in this year's state tournament, but Avon's playing for seeding. They want Darien potentially in a state championship. Don't want to have to meet the Wave until a state championship. They would rather go through New Canaan or Greenwich or anybody else in the state. And
it'll be interesting to see how this game plays today. I mean, if it's a close game and then they'll meet in the state tournament, I think it'll be great. I mean, considering the last game, Darien beat the Avon Co-op 7-1. So we'll see what happens in here. I think if Darien just keeps playing the way they did during that game, and I think if they keep the same strategy, I think it should be pretty good.
Late puck drop here tonight. It was originally scheduled for 6:40. Don't appear like they're going to be dropping the puck at 6:40 as we're approaching 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But nonetheless, Darien will break their huddle. And as you mentioned, Liam, some different lines for both teams. Gretchen Edwards, Chelsea Donovan, Kelsey Brown, Morgan Massey, and Anastasia Zerboulis making her first career start for Darien. Kahn in net, and for Avon, Sophia Ohala in the net for the Nighthawks. The puck is dropping. We are underway on this Saturday night inside the Darien Ice House.
Yeah, the senior's going to see a lot of time out in the ice today. And we'll give Natalie Beach a rest. She has been a really big force for the Darien offense, and see a lot of seniors out tonight.
Avon, they're in their road black jerseys with the Hawks text in the blue numbers. Darien in their home whites with the Wave lettering across the chest and the blue numbering.
Yeah, it seems like there's some object out in the ice near the Darien zone. Not sure what that is, though.
Just past the reach of Zerboulis. And that will be Doobie chasing it back. Caitlin Doobie, the student of Southington High School, wearing the number 83 jersey. I've got to say, Liam, they have some numbers I've never seen in hockey before. 83, 85, 77. Normally high school hockey, it's 1 through 30 or so.
Yeah, seeing the high numbers is more of like the professional hockey standpoint. I mean, of course, Wayne Gretzky, probably the greatest hockey player of all time, wearing the famous number 99, retired all throughout the NHL, but seeing it in girls high school hockey is pretty rare.
Nicole Patridge, the associate captain, taking that face-off, wearing number 24. Darien looking to flip it in their favor. There's Bellissimo, first line change for the Wave. Even moving, retreating it back. Time from McKinley. Just past the stick of number 15, Bella Bonfiglio. Frozen by Ohala. Bonfiglio, she scored the one goal, actually assisted the one goal against New Canaan for Avon in their last game.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of the, again, same on the Darien side, and then for the Avon side, we're going to see a lot of seniors out there, so see what happens so far in this first period.
Face off to Ohala's right. Won by the Wave. Shot sent on net by Edwards, just wide. Parker Crody's going to look to track it down, being met with the surging defender of McKinley. And Edwards can't keep it in. They're going to have to clear it out. Number 77, Nina Holm, the senior, trying to grab that one. And just like that, icing called in the early goings of this first period.
Yes, so far the game's been very neutral. Puck's just been pretty much everywhere on the ice. Both teams just sticking it here and there. So haven't seen much offense yet on either side.
Faceoff coming right back to Ohala's right. Will be Brown and Muskell. Again, apologies for any mispronunciations, misidentification on Avon. I think we got the roster, 10 minutes before puck drop?
Yeah, very close for a puck drop, but hey, we still got him, and hey, we're still broadcasting the game, so.
We are indeed. Kelsey Brown just losing that one to home. Good effort from Bonfiglio. Coming all the way down to Catherine Kahn, and she will just knock it out to her left before freezing it with the glove.
Yeah, Kahn did a nice job. Those pucks in the air can have weird bounces sometimes on the ice. So as a goalie, even though it might seem easy to save, you still got to be all over that puck.
Face-off coming to Kahn's left. Play resumes, and Darien moving it around in their defensive zone. All the way out to number 15, Sarah Kellogg. Kellogg being tracked down by Destiny McKinley. And we will see our first delayed penalty as Contride clearing it. Darien getting their first look on the power play.
That was a big hit down by the other side of the ice. Not sure who got hit. It looks like that was number 15, Sarah Kellogg. That was a big hit, though.
Kellogg had 2 assists in the first win over Avon, a 7-1 win for the Blue Wave. Nonetheless, 2-minute power play coming from Darien as Avon sends Maya Finelli to the box. Face off in the Darien offensive zone. It's actually McKinley, 28. Numbers are not the easiest thing to see in those blue on the black. Again, trying our best.
The blue and the black is the Darien colors, though, sometimes for those home games, I know.
And they are not easy to see still.
You know, the night football games, you usually see the Darien blue and black jerseys.
Been complaining about those for years. Nonetheless, bringing in the zone is Donovan. Treats it back to Brown. Good puck movement, and that's in! Lila Fiorita fooling out Ohala, and Darien goes up 1-0.
Lila Fiorita, the freshman out there, had a lot of ice time this year, and that was just a great slap shot, or excuse me, wrist shot, just past the goalie to the left side of the net. Get a better look at it.
Lila Fiorita going to the left side, and Ohala just didn't see it as Darien goes up 1-0 off the big goal from the Darien freshman. 1 of 4 on Jamie Tropsa's squad. And Darien's got themselves a big lead just 3 minutes in.
And that's the way that Darien's been playing. Once they get that spark early, it's hard for the other teams to come back. We haven't seen it recently, of course, Darien not having a loss on the season.
Skating around behind the nets. Kellogg credited for the assist. Now Darien going back on the offense. The shots through some traffic. Pushing going on behind the nets.
Darien bringing out the big guns on the defense. Gretchen Edwards and Morgan Massey trying to make something happen.
Again, 1-0 our score. They're working to add the goal up on the scoreboard. Maybe we were praising Matt Edwards a little too much in that scores booth. Good pass. Here's Avon on the look. The one-on-one rush. The shot. And it's in! Number 15, Bella Bonfiglio gets the equalizer. And we are tied up at 1.
That was a great fast break by Bonfiglio. And that was just a great shot right past Khan. And get a better look at it.
Bonfiglio was given some room. And 4 minutes in, we are tied up at 1. Wow, that is a turn of events for Avon. And the Nighthawks are back in this game. Chavo gets the faceoff.
It's been rare to see the teams playing the Darien girls hockey to answer the call after that goal.
And now here's Avon. That will be a delayed penalty against Kellogg. And Kellogg will go to the box as Avon will now get themselves a power play look.
Start to see the momentum shift a little bit. Seems like Avon's starting to get a little more fire, and they'll get the puck drop in the Darien zone.
Patridge and Brown on the faceoff after they put the penalty time up. And some issues with the clock once again. Jamie Trups is now going to come over to assist. Will be a 2-minute minor penalty on Sarah Kellogg. And there we go. There's 2 minutes on the clock. Puck is dropped. Nighthawks with the faceoff win. That's Moskal. She'll lose it out to the neutral zone. Tripping called on Kellogg. Avon's got some room. That's number 15, Bonfiglio, the associate captain. She scored the first. Now off to Reynolds. Overshoots her. Donovan, shorthanded, is going to go on the rush. Chelsea Donovan, one-on-one, shoots, and gets it in. Beats Ohala, and Chelsea Donovan scores the shorthanded goal for the Wave. 2-1 Darien.
And that was a textbook fast break on the shorthanded goal by Donovan. I did not expect that. I thought Darien was just going to clear the puck out. But what a great shot by Chelsea Donovan.
Goal number 14 for Chelsea this season, 46 points on the air, and a shorthanded goal for Chelsea Donovan makes it 2-1 Wave. And we're just 4 minutes in.
Yeah, she's had one great season this year, just right up there with Natalie Beach for the #2 goal scorer on the team.
Game's reminding me very, very much of the lacrosse game I called earlier today. A college lacrosse game, 2-1 first 5 minutes, and that's the score of this girls hockey game right here. As we're just 5 minutes in, Avon will try their better luck on the power play.
Avon, of course, still on that power play since the Darien goal was shorthanded.
Good play out in front. Kahn makes the stop. Avon moving it around, and that's intercepted by Massey. 50 seconds left on the power play. Eventually grabbed by Madison D'Souza from Southington High School.
And Darien's just got to clear the puck out in the remaining 30 seconds of this power play.
Darien faithfuls sticking around in the student section.
Yeah, student section, not as wild as the New Canaan boys game, but still students coming out to cheer out the Darien girls hockey.
Morgan Massey grabbing the puck and going to hit it all the way down ice before coming out off the bench is number 16, Molly Reagan. Actually, Molly Regan, my apologies. Messed up the spelling of it. So I guess what I have to get when I'm handwriting these is Brown. Good pass down low, was looking for Fiorita. Actually, Donovan. Keeping it in by Ravosa.
This Darien team doing pretty well so far after the PK, but they got to get back on offense and just play still good defense this game.
Is that a PK?
Yeah, penalty kill.
Oh, I thought you meant like penalty kick. I was gonna say it's not the right sport, but I see what you mean, penalty kill. Not sure if it's abbreviated PK, but I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. As Khan now will field the ground puck and just hand it off to Fiorita.
Come on, Braden, you got to know. I know some hockey facts that you don't.
That's true. Intercepted by Avon. Here's Bonfiglio. She scored the first sandwich between Donovan and Fiorita. Doobie can't get there. Now Ravosa gets it to the neutral zone. That's Izzy Hare, the freshman. Looking to track it down. Fiorita. Shot there, stopped by the blocker of Khan.
It was a nice shot on that, but Khan was all over that puck on the blocker.
Out into the neutral zone, eventually grabbed by number 11, Emily Schneider. Schneider, one of 7 Wethersfield Eagles on this Nighthawk team. Tied with Southington for the most in this co-op, which is crazy. It's called Avon Co-op, even though there's only 3 players from Avon High School.
Yeah, the majority of this team is from scattered all around Connecticut. It's a pretty interesting team. I mean, some of these towns are like 40 minutes, hour away from each other.
Must be a fun bus ride, having to make all those stops and then come into the road game.
Yeah.
Shot from the point, glove stop by Ohala.
Nice glove save right there. We're going to see a lot of that Darien offense. Haven't seen as much offense so far as they usually do, but still they've been playing really good in the Avon co-op zone.
Line change for the Wave, 6:47 left in the opening period. Face off won by the Nighthawks. Turned away Moskal. Hare now going the other way with the Wave. Makes a nice move, showing off the moves, hands it off to Donovan.
It's a nice interception by Hare. Just couldn't get around the Nighthawks defense.
Big hit there from Brown. Khan just going to watch it to her left. For Donovan looking to get it to Brown. Instead overshoots her. We'll get it to the stick of Chloe Harkins from Coventry High School. I'm just going to start quizzing you. You know what the mascot of Coventry is?
I do not. Is it like bears or?
It's one of the more unique ones in the state of Connecticut.
Blue Devils.
Patriots.
Patriots.
Coventry Patriots. Dumped off. Nina Holm from Ram High School.
I do not know where Ram High School is.
I don't know what Ram High School stands for. That's going to be our goal before the end of this broadcast, Liam Tomaszewski, learning all these facts about Ram High School. Dumped off behind the zone. I want to say it's in, like, Milford or something, but I could be wrong on that. Monroe, maybe.
Ram High School is all the way in Hebron, Connecticut.
I was close.
Close to New London. It's all the way out east near Rhode Island.
You know who's from New London, right? Famous Mets pitcher?
Famous Mets pitcher. Still playing?
I think for Baltimore.
Matt Harvey.
There we go. Look at that. Man of much facts, Liam Tomaszewski. Con calls for the icing and is granted by our officiating crew. With the stoppage, good time to shout out our DAF Media production crew, Andrew Lee. Who we got down low? Oh, Leon Chen, Luke Zerby, Eric Bellingham, Will Donnelly, and the DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. Watching from somewhere. Hoping he's liking what he's seeing. Braden Shank, Liam Tomaszewski with you. So glad you're going to be with us on this Saturday night. Halfway through the weekends, unfortunately. Good defense by Donovan. Brown whiffs on it. Initial grab by number 55, Madison D'Souza. Again, 55 is just, it sounds like a football number to me.
Sounds like it sounds like that offensive line or defensive line number.
Intercepted by 15 Bonfiglio, the shot. And Kahn makes the stop and freezes it. A big shot from number 24, Nicole Patridge. And Patridge had the one goal against New Canaan, beat Pinkernell, and put Avon on the board in the first period. That was a game they came out firing. Was 2-1 after the first period, and they went the next 30 minutes with the Rams, no score. So Avon could definitely hang with the good teams in the state.
Yeah, 30 minutes without a goal. He's playing really great defense, Nighthawks, and that puck almost went in. Just Kahn was all over it.
Right by Brown. Kelsey Brown now going to the right wing. Tripped up, no call. Losing the stick is McKinley.
Not sure if he tripped over the ref over there. That was weird. There's also a loose stick out there as well.
Bonfiglio going to dump it off in the zone. Well, I got to say, they're setting up the senior day party up here behind us, Leon. They got a good setup, I got to say.
Yeah, they're getting the streamers, the balloons, and great food, all prepared by the Darien High School senior parents.
Actually, I think it's the junior parents that plan this.
That's true, actually, the junior parents.
But still, hats off to all of them. A great job planning this senior day. Do not have their names, but I just want to give a second to recognize all of them and all the hard work they put into this senior day. Probably should have done my prep on that. Emailed somebody, figured something out. Nonetheless, 3:17 left in the opening period. In front of the net. This one knocked out, grabbed by number 8. Kaylin Reynolds. Avon, a team that is quite big, or at least that's what the roster said. Has about 4 lines they play equally. Parker Crody. Her brother Lee Crody saw some major time in that New Canaan game at 4:30 today. Wave unable to get it done. Shots. And Ohala blocks it but doesn't corral it. As that was a shot from Natalie Beach, the sophomore sniper. Beach, team high 25 goals on the season. She's one dynamic player to watch come postseason time.
Yeah, sophomore sniper is the right term. She has double-digit goals on the season. Leads the team in goals, assists, and points. She is just one valuable team member. And she still has 2 years left, so she's going to be playing for head coach Jamie Tropsa for a little while. A lot of other teams in the state of Connecticut and FCAC are going to have to watch out for her.
So Avon keeps it moving.
It looks like that was a little hit over there. 2 Avon co-op members and Kelsey Brown.
Kellogg coming away with the puck. Scrum on the boards with it. Minute 50 left. Grabbed by number 55, D'Souza.
This game's been very neutral in the second half of the first period. Puck's just been in everywhere in the zone, and a lot of shots on net, but just cannot get past the two goalies.
Face-off will ensue in the Darien offensive zone. Minute 34 left in this opening period. Brown and Patridge. Face-off won by the Wave. Kellogg, good pass, intercepted by Patridge.
That was close. Just looks like it was off the skate of the defender.
Bonfiglio, she's got room, takes the shot, up by on the rebound, and off the post, the third try. And the shot, it's still loose. And eventually the ref will call off play. What a sequence. That goal was wide open if Avon could have just hit it in.
That was great goaltending skills by Kahn. And that was just a great scrum down by the net. So many players were on the ground. The puck was near the crease at times. Just Kahn got lucky by the ref's whistle.
Fortunately, we did not get the instant replay on that. Our apologies. Patridge behind the net. Good pass to Bonfiglio. She takes the shot and through the 5-hole scores. Nicole Patridge falling to the ice gets the equalizer, and Kahn didn't see it coming.
Sweet goal by the Avon co-op right in the 5-hole, and we have a tie game here late in the first period. This is a rare one for Darien. I don't know if they have to worry about anything going into the second period, but should be interesting.
Nicole Patridge scoring the goal for the Nighthawks, and just like that, it's 2-2.
It's very interesting. I don't know if Darien is going to have to change their mindset. It's pretty rare to see. They've pretty much dominated almost every team that they've played.
Beach now looking to get it back. She falls to the ice. Pass there was looking for number 10, Maya Finelli. Parker Crody out to Ravosa. Getting in the middle of it. Shot there just wide from the stick of number 8, Kaylin Reynolds. Reynolds now pushed down, a collision with Ravosa. No, that was actually Bellissimo, the Yale-bound lacrosse player.
It's amazing so far the game that Darien played this team. Earlier this season, they won 7-1. This game already just a completely different mindset so far by the Avon co-op.
Avon co-op 7-1. Like I said, they went down 5-0 in that one, and they couldn't really climb back in it, as that will take us to the end of the first period. 2-2 between the top two teams in the state of Connecticut. We're going to step aside on the DAF Media Network and be right back. Back on the DAF Media Network, 2-2, our score after the first period. And Liam, it's interesting to note this Avon team features players from 8 different schools, but what they all have in common, they play for the Northern Lights travel team, coached by none other than Mike Carrera. So they play club together, which does bring some chemistry to the high school team.
Yeah, that brings a lot of chemistry. Of course, having that extra team to really play and get into unison is always best for the players. Of course, bringing the team chemistry and team spirit and energy onto the ice is always important for players.
2-2 our score. Bonfiglio, Patrich putting goals in for Avon, and then for Darien, the likes of Lila Fiorita and Chelsea Donovan makes it 2-2 in a game that has lived up to the hype. 1v2 in the state of Connecticut. Again, regardless of the result, Darien will be the 1 seed after tonight, but Avon's got a chance to spark up some drama in the standings. 14-3 thus far. Losses to Darien, New Canaan, and East Catholic Co-op, or the ETB Storm.
Yeah, so far this Avon Co-op team has completely disregarded that first game that they played Darien. This is a fresh start for them, and so far they've achieved that by having them tied at 2 going into this second period.
Sophia Ohala takes back in the net, so is Khan. And we are underway in the second period. Darien in the home whites with the blue numbering, blue wave across the chest. Avon in the road blacks, quick shot there just wide, reading Hawks across the chest. Black numbers, white names on the back. Don't think I've seen that in a girls hockey team this season. Looking to finish it. Donovan onto the side and grabbed by the glove of Ohala.
Yeah, great pad save all over the puck. I don't know if that was pad or glove or probably a mix of both, but it was still just a pretty good shot. Just had to get a little higher to get that in.
There's the replay of it. Patrich and Brown back on it. Face off won by Darien. Chelsea Donovan, the backhand, no good. And that one out. Brown shoots it off the post. It hits the iron, and Ohala breathes a sigh of relief.
Yeah, you heard the post sound. That was just inches from going into the net. A really close shot.
Kellogg being pushed away by Doobie. Big hit of Brown. This is an aggressive Avon team. Bonfiglio pickpockets Brown. Bonfiglio going. Finds its way to Patrich, the long distance shot. And Khan just punches it away. Full line change for Mike Carrera's Nighthawks.
Yeah, the Nighthawks have been doing a lot of full line changes. Everyone's getting equal ice time. And of course the game is tied, so clearly it is working so far.
Is that a lollipop that Mike Carrera is eating right now on the bench?
Something with his hand and mouth, but yeah, it does look like a lollipop over there, but
Hey, I mean, some coaches get the sunflower seeds, the bubble gum. A lollipop, I guess, is the go-to snack for Mike Carrera.
yeah, there's always the bench snack, the gum, the seeds, whatever it is.
Maybe
but
not for ice hockey, the seeds.
maybe
but
not for ice hockey, but definitely for baseball and other sports.
Nighthawk player down. Avon staying on the offense, trying the chip and chase. But treated out by number 27 for this Nighthawks team. Ashley Hart from Avon High School, one of 3 Falcons.
It's amazing that's called Avon Co-op, and only 3 members of the team are actually from Avon.
That's what I was just saying. Carrera formed this team with girls from Avon, Farmington, Southington a couple of years ago, and they started out as an independent team who played against high schools and JV teams, prep teams, and eventually in 2017, they got the nod to be a new team in the state of Connecticut for girls ice hockey. So their first year was 2017-18 with the creation of the Connecticut High School Girls Hockey Association. It was Avon's first year, so the 6th year for the Nighthawks, and last year was the first time they made it to the state semifinals. Delayed penalty against the Wave.
Yeah, well, congrats to the Avon Co-op team for forming this girls ice hockey team, and so far they've done pretty well so far.
And that's something when looking at ice hockey in the state. It's really dominated in the FCAC with Darien and New Canaan, but upstate teams like East Catholic, Avon, Hull Conard had a nice run last year. They're starting to get up there with these Darien, New Canaan teams, and it might be one day we'll see a Avon-Darien championship for the state title. And Rich Buellin, Jamie Tropsa, I know they're best friends, but every year in the state championship, it's Darien, New Canaan, it feels like.
Yeah, it's been Darien, New Canaan for a long time in the state championship, and you never know, the tables might turn and we'll get the more northern Connecticut teams in that final.
And Avon has definitely played a unique schedule. Simsbury, Mercy, SWS, they beat 5-0. They beat SWS. That was a team Darien only beat 1-0, I might add. Hull Connor, East Catholic, Suffield, Hamden, Guilford Co-op. I mean, they basically beat teams all over the state of Connecticut.
Yeah, the Darien SWS rivalry this season, they beat them 3-1 earlier and then beat them 1-0. But for Avon to beat them by that much of a margin really has to say something about like how long they've come about this season.
Puck trickling around behind Ohala. Shaefo out to the neutral zone. Turned over. Chelsea Donovan using the stick work. One-on-one shoots it, stopped by the blocker of Ohala. Big time stop. Big time save by Sophia Ohala. And now here's Avon looking to push it on the power play. Blocker stop by Khan.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like one of those back on that Chelsea Donovan by the Avon net. One of those girls might have gotten a little slash in there. It looks like I saw from here, but refs did not call anything.
Behind the net, grabbed by the Wave. On Figlio behind the net. 20 seconds left on the Avon power play again. I guess it's detrimental for Avon. They gave up a shorthanded goal, their last attempt on the power play. And at least that's not going to be the case now, as only 5 seconds left on the power play.
That's interesting. Looks like, did she come out of the power play? Actually, never mind.
You know, it was on Darien. They were on the power play.
Yep.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, the penalty was on Parker Crody, who did get out of the box.
I saw that Avon girl come out. I was like, hang on, there's still 10 seconds left, but power play was on Darien.
You think that they're trying to cheat the system, Liam?
I don't know. That was close. I was wondering what that was, but got that all squared away.
Okay. Puck coming down to Ohala, and icing will be the call. 9:31 left in the second period. You're watching the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation, bringing you live coverage of tonight's varsity girls ice hockey contest between Darien and Avon Co-op. I do want to mention that tonight is the Wave Strong game for girls ice hockey. Wave Strong is an organization existed to break down the stigmas around mental health. It's a community of students, parents, athletes, and coaches who are committed to raising awareness and funds for suicide prevention. And the whole mission of the organization is to remind people that it's okay to not be okay. They had a great showing at the basketball games last night, donated the funds to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. The first boys game, also the Wave Strong game, then the girls get their chance for the Wave Strong game. Again, a great partnership between the Darien High School Athletics and Wave Strong to make these community nights possible over the last 24 hours. The pass was looking for Beach. Hatrich. Now over to Bonfiglio. Stopped by Khan, the second try. Stopped once again, and she freezes it.
Those two good shots by Avon. Get another look at it. Just went right at it. And then looks like another person got a backhand on it, but really great saves by Catherine Kahn.
Kahn, the senior, being celebrated on Senior Day, making the stop. So you're grooving to some Black Eyed Peas? No?
I do know Black Eyed Peas.
Here's Darien, Sarah Kellogg across the blue line. Kellogg makes one nice move. She's got one goalie to beat. McKinley with the deflection away. Reynolds gains possession. It is easy to call the players when their backs are to you with the names on the back.
Yeah, Darien, interesting. Not having the names on the back. I don't think I've seen them with the names on the back this season.
I don't think the girls' hockey's ever historically done it. In front of the net, Khan will put the glove on there and pounce on it. I know the boys occasionally will do it. Football usually will. Besides that, I don't really know what other sport does put last names on the jerseys.
Yeah, it would be nice for the Darien to get an alternate jersey, maybe for the FCAC championship or state championship, if they make it that far.
Well, I know they got new jerseys this year. Looking pretty solid, I must say so myself. That shot is in! Avon strikes yet again! Almost similar fashion. And number 8, Kaylin Reynolds falling to the ice, goes top shelf on Catherine Kahn, and the Nighthawks have themselves a lead.
The Avon co-op did it. They took the lead on this Darien girls team. And wow, I don't know what Darien's going to have to do. They're going to have some speech. Jamie Tropsa is going to have his work cut out for him for the remainder of this game to get that lead back. Wow.
Patridge fell to the ground on the second goal, and then Reynolds, falling to the ground, takes a shot and still finds a way to score.
It was a great slap shot. Top shelf above Khan, and just couldn't get the glove right on it.
Darien finds themselves down by one, looking to get the offense. Beach makes a nice move. That one knocked away the second try. Possession grabbed by Reagan.
Darien's going to have to really get their offense going, knowing that they are down a goal.
Reagan slow to get up on the ice. Will be helped up by teammates.
You know, all around, this Nighthawks team has played great hockey, and if Darien wants to get the lead, they're going to have to really take the upper hand back. Just go back to the fundamentals of shooting on the net and making the plays.
Power play coming for the Nighthawk co-op squad, so another opportunity, but again, the first try they had of the power play killed them. Not to sound like a broken record, as the face-off will go over to Khan, just knocking it away. Kelsey Brown, the 2 minutes for checking.
Kelsey Brown will get the penalty. We'll see if Avon will strike again. Darien's got to play really great defense here.
Just someone walking in with a new Canaan hockey bag. Is there any chance there's a game at 9 o'clock tonight?
I would not be surprised, knowing the Darien Ice House. They're fitting in as many hockey games as they can, seeing the boys' game earlier. I mean, their schedule's jam-packed. Of course, ice time is hard to get.
That would be something if there was a game at 9 o'clock on a Saturday night. They could do what they did to Warwick on the boys' side, make a team from Rhode Island come in and drive back the next right after the game.
We'd have to give a shout out to our Zamboni worker doing a lot of ice work.
The great Morgan, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet inside the Darien Ice House. And a delayed penalty called. Avon will bring Ohala out, gets number 77, Holmback out, have the extra skater. They now are on a 6-on-4 advantage. My math is correct. It's actually 5-on-4.
And there goes the penalty.
Is there a reason they didn't have a sixth player out there?
Yeah, that was odd. I don't know if that was strategy or something, but you definitely want the extra person on the ice.
At one point, it was 4-on-4. They definitely had miscommunication on that line change, because it was 4-on-4, then a player came out to make it 5-on-4. Ohala was on the bench. Nonetheless, 2-minute minor penalty called against Darien, so it will be a 5-on-3 in favor of the Nighthawk co-op squad, Avon Nighthawks, that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure who went to the bench. Looks like maybe senior captain Gretchen Edwards, number 16, but not 100% sure.
5-on-3, Darien looking to prevail. Avon looking at another. They got to re-clear it. 40 seconds, it's a 5-on-3. Then it goes to a power play for Avon. Khan just going to block it away. It's really going to be testing Catherine Kahn's ability to make the stops. Makes another one right there.
Yeah, the 5-on-3 in every hockey game is always a time you need a goal to capitalize your lead. Of course, having the 5-on-3 and then the minute and a half penalty as well.
Will be frozen by Khan.
Yeah, this is when the goalie, anytime there's a shot, you always want to freeze the puck just to get your skiers back to it. Just get the rest for the Darien defenders.
Face-off coming to Khan's left. He's taking the face-off. Chelsea Donovan and Patridge. D'Souza. That one cleared all the way down. Icing is fine during these power plays, especially when you're kind of trying to kill off a 5-on-3.
Well, during power plays, there are no icings.
That is, I think, what I was trying to say in a nutshell, but couldn't quite say it that smoothly. There's Reynolds. She had the last goal for Avon. Great pass. They have a look. Shoots it and scores! Avon pounds another one on Reynolds. The great pass. And Avon converts on the power play. 4-2 Nighthawks.
Wow and wow. The Avon Nighthawks striking on that power play. And they are red hot right now, taking that extra lead on Darien.
Nicole Patridge adds her second to her cause, and the power play goal is good for Avon. And this Darien Ice House has just been silenced.
Rare to see Darien go down by 1, but even rarer to see Darien go down by 2.
Nicole Partridge with the goal.
Again, Braden, not sure. I know we were talking about this during the SWS game, but why do some members have the different colored helmets?
Well, again, it's the travel helmets. The blue ones are the Northern Lights. The white ones are the Connecticut Wolfpack helmets. So they're travel helmets. That's what they are. At least that's what it is for Avon.
I think SWS, the red helmets were for the Connecticut Ice Cats.
Yep, and the other for the Stanford Sharks travel teams. As you can see, the slightest Northern Lights logo on both sides of the helmets. Nonetheless, 20 is actually the power play's up. Not sure why it's still on the board. So no power play. Both teams 5-on-5. That's Beach hustling her way down. In a game that Avon leads 4-2 over Darien. Nicole Partridge, 2 goals for the Nighthawks. Bonfiglio and Reynolds adding 2. Again, apologies for any names we might be butchering on either side. Pass there, just overshooting Donovan.
Yeah, all the momentum is on the Nighthawks side right now. Darien's going to have to shift that. They want to have any part of trying to win this game.
Icing called and granted to Catherine Kahn. 3:57 left before the intermission.
Of course, after this second period, there will be full 15-minute intermission, so Jamie Tropsa will have his time to talk to his team about what happened during the first and second periods.
And that's really going to be where Jamie Tropsa will have to shine for this Darien team, trailing by potentially 2 unless they can get one back before the intermission. There's Moskal. Moskal dumping it off to Fiorita. Parker Crody behind the net.
Nice move back behind the net, trying to deke out the defense and trying to bring it into
There's
the
Maggie
offensive zone.
Bellissimo with some life in her. Bellissimo intercepted by Fanali. Don't think I said that right. Fanali we'll go with. Also don't think that's right, but nonetheless, Crody frozen by Ohala.
Yeah, just kind of a soft wrist shot down by the net by Crody, but if you're going to have to get past Ohala, you're going to have to really go with the slap shot and high.
Some Eminem now in the Darien Ice House.
Yeah, the whole range of music here at the Darien Ice House. Mixed from oldies to pop and the hard rock.
Face off won by Avon home. Short pass over to 27.
Looks like we might have another delayed penalty.
And Darien in disbelief. Gretchen Edwards called for the interference, so she'll be sent to the box on a 2-minute minor penalty, and Avon will get yet another try on the power play. They converted on the last one. Edwards not happy with the interference call, and the Nighthawks have a chance to potentially add a 5th goal here in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, so far the Avon co-op has done really well on the power plays this game, and Darien's going to have to really limit these penalties if they want to have any shot of continuing the 5-on-5 play.
Face-off drop. Partridge wins it for the Nighthawks. Big hit there by Brown. Darien now starting to play aggressive.
Yeah, they're going to have to play really aggressive to try to stop a goal.
Shot there just wide. Was looking for the tip. Kahn's now going to get back into her position. Avon currently on the power play, playing with a player up.
Yeah, it's important on the power play just to pass the puck around. And of course, try not to get the puck into their own zone.
Shot stopped by Kahn. Moving it around. Knocks into the open space. That's number 15, Bonfiglio.
Darien just has to clear out the puck. Not going to try to go for that shorthanded goal again. They just got to get it out of there into the Avon zone.
Minute left on the power play for the Nighthawks of Wethersfield, Southington, Ram, Coventry, Avon, Berlin, Watertown, Newington. Don't think we should say that overly.
That is a mouthful.
Yeah, I think that's Steven.
A lot of those Connecticut towns.
Oh, there's an opportunity, and that's in! Avon adds another to the cause. I believe it was number 55, Madison D'Souza, and the Nighthawks just won't stop scoring. Liam Tamaszewski.
That was right past Khan. She didn't even see that puck, and this is really completely different from what we've seen Darien done this year. They're really gonna have to start playing this offense. I don't know. This is very interesting compared to how they played Avon last year, or excuse me, last month.
Emily Moskal actually with the goal, 35, not 55, my apologies. But Moskal adds her first, and Avon's got 5 in the first 2 periods.
News. Still says power play up there, but definitely not a power play. Actually,
Hey,
yeah.
don't be hating on our crew in the scorers booth, okay? They're nice people, Liam. Here's Sarah Kellogg across the blue line. Kellogg makes one nice move. Can't quite hold on to it. Knocked away by number 28 for the Nighthawks. McKinley. And Khan will put the left hand up and get the icing. 10 seconds left on the fake power play. That doesn't exist because they just scored a second power play goal. And Liam, what happened to Darien these first 2 periods is really what it comes down to.
I don't know. I think that they're just not ready for what Avon's brought to the table. This game, of course, last game, it was almost just a completely different game. Darien up really with no hardships, and now tables have turned, and Darien's going to actually have to start working, grinding, and creating some plays and get more shots on net.
These teams first met all the way back on January 16th at the Newington Ice Arena. 7-1, Darien beat Avon. No, that's not a typo. 7-1.
Yeah, it was a blowout.
Darien went up 5-0 in that game, and Avon got 1 goal back, and this has just been a completely different game inside the Darien Ice House here in February.
Now, I've said it before that Darien has great chances to win the state tournament, but
Bonfiglio's going the other way.
seeing this Avon team play now, not so sure if these teams meet in the finals. It's going to be interesting to see.
(5-2) our score. Fiorita dumping it out to number 18 for the Wave. That's Mia Avalos, the freshman. 20 seconds left. Nice move by Moskal. She scored the 5th goal for Avon. This is the biggest deficit Darien has faced all season. That's
by far the biggest deficit that I've seen.
Considering they've given up 15 goals in the first 18 games, and they've given up 5 in the first 2 periods to Avon. So Mike Carrera is going to have a lot to celebrate with his Nighthawks heading into the intermission. Liam, let's start with Darien. What do you think Jamie Trops is telling his girls?
I think they're going to have to tell the girls to just wake up and start to move around a little more on the ice. It was a little bit of a sloppy. They weren't really passing the puck a lot. Saw a lot of weak shots on net. So I think they're going to have to really talk to each other, build some plays, and just all around just play better hockey.
How about for Mike Carrera? What's he telling the Nighthawks?
I think he's saying just, I would just say keep the way they're doing. I think with the goaltending, it's been a really important part. Ohala's been stopping a lot of shots by the Darien offense, and I think this is time to celebrate for them, but don't celebrate too early yet. But I think right now, going into the 3rd period, he's just going to keep it the way it is.
5-2. Avon leads Darien after the first 2 periods. You're watching the DAF Media Network. Don't go anywhere because when we return, the 3rd period between the Wave and the Nighthawks.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
Celebrating and supporting Darien athletes. That is a simple mission of the Darien Athletic Foundation. Broadcasting live from the field, DAF Media covers 125 games a year. All Darien teams, our youth, in our town, on our fields. Fields like the Center Oval and Upper Oval turfs, the JV softball field, and Stadium East, the longest turf in New England, all made possible by the Darien Athletic Foundation and its generous founders and donors. The Darien Athletic Foundation is not just committed to building our town's athletic infrastructure, it's improving the civic infrastructure for everyone to enjoy. The multimedia scoreboard, the snack bar pavilion, and the stadium lights, a $750,000 investment that makes Darien High School just the second school in Connecticut with LED lights. The Darien Athletic Foundation board is made up of local parents who know just how quickly it goes by. Its archives of more than 60,000 photos capture those precious moments of our young athletes as they strive to be their very best. The Darien Athletic Foundation has raised almost $9.5 million for our town and its kids, and it's not stopping there, as it continues to build a legacy for our youth as bright as their future, both on and off the field.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
15 minutes on the scoreboard. 5-2. Avon leads Darien in a game for the ages. Darien Senior Day. And the Wave finds themselves in a deficit.
Rare to see them in a deficit. They need 3 goals in 15 minutes to get that tie.
Well, they might play overtime. Actually, they would play overtime.
Yeah, would they play overtime for
Yes,
this? Because
they
it
would.
determines SEAC standing. So
Again, the only time they didn't play overtime was against Greenwich Academy because it was a friendly game, and
Yes.
Aaron Brawley and Jamie Tropps didn't want to play overtime in that first game, but they did in the second
they
one.
did in the second game.
And then eventually still ended with a 1-1 tie. Nonetheless, Darien needs to score first. Kelsey Brown moving it along.
Darien having that feeling that they haven't had this year, being down going into the third period. So I don't know what's going through their head, but they're going to have to create some offense.
I don't know the last time Darien lost to a team that wasn't New Canaan.
I mean, the Darien-New Canaan rivalry.
Actually, yes, I do.
Bred through girls hockey.
Last year's SWS in the state semi, or the FCX semis, and they lost to Greenwich 1-0.
That's right.
Well, this will be the first time they lose to Avon, the third all-time meeting between these teams. Last year, 5-0 Wave in the state semifinals. Then on wow, I'm not even close. January 16th, Darien beat Avon 7-1 in the Newington Ice Arena. If you're just joining us, Braden Shank, Liam Tomaszewski with you. So glad to be with you on this Saturday night inside the Darien Ice House. Schneider just past Surstig. Bonfiglio grabs it. He scored a goal for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, I think all 5 of Avon's goals were all by different players. You really see the diversifying on the ice by this
Partridge had
Nighthawks
2.
team.
Partridge had 2.
Excuse me. Yeah, Partridge had 2.
Now going down to Ohala in net. Ohala, we haven't talked about it, brings some size in the net. I'm not sure if you see that, Liam. Brings some height to her, has got some good left-to-right action, and she hasn't really been tested in the scrums in front of the net.
Yeah, she is not. We did see scrum with Catherine Kahn earlier in this game, but nothing by the Avon goalie side. And Ohala has played really great goaltending, pretty much saving all of Darien's shots except 2 let in.
Face-off coming to Ohala's left. Brown and Partridge. Brown knocked to the ice. Nighthawks get it. They'll hit her all the way down ice. It's intercepted by Gretchen Edwards. And I did find out it's a practice for New Canaan after this. Nothing says girls ice hockey like an 8:40 practice at the Darien Ice House.
Yeah, head coach Rich Bulin going to have the girls onto the ice for practice. They're going to be playing the SWS in the FCI quarterfinal or semis. I think that's already set in stone.
Yep, 7:45 on February 22nd. I'll be with you if you want to tune in on the 22nd. I'll have the call for both of those FCX semifinals. Darien Greenwich at 6 o'clock, and then at 7:45, the SWSers take on New Canaan with trips to that Saturday in the FCX championship. Again, not next week, but the week to follow.
Yes, over school's winter break, the FCX playoffs.
It's still called the winter break, even though it's in February.
I think winter break is more correlated with the December break.
Just said winter break.
Yeah. The winter
Icing
break
cold.
and February break. You get the nice Friday off this upcoming week.
Oh, what is cold is icing, and that is what we just saw in that play.
Hey, Brayden, do you have any picks of who's going to win the big football game tomorrow?
Couldn't
Super
tell you.
Bowl of the ages.
I mean, I'm going to pick the Chiefs just based off purely a gut reaction. Can't say that I've seen much of the NFL this year. And let's go Kellogg behind the net. Out to number 2 for the Nighthawks, Harkins. Gretchen Edwards. Keeping moving to Parker Crody.
In hockey, going down by 3. It's really tough to come back, so Darien's going to have to keep a watchful eye on that clock. They're just going to have to really keep moving and keep skating well.
11:50 left in this one. Darien needs some desperate goals here.
Yeah, desperate is right. Darien has not lost a game on the season yet. It's kind of a shock to see, considering the game that they played earlier in January.
Velosa. Over to Harkin. So I'm just at a loss of words so far for this game we've seen.
And this girls' ice hockey team has been so good this entire season, and seeing them losing to a team that was one of their biggest wins earlier this season is really crazy.
It is indeed. It shows you how much things can change in the course of a couple months, 1 month to be exact.
Yeah, teams get different strategies of practice, and you know, once they start winning, just like the New Canaan girls ice hockey team did have a goalie earlier in the season, and pretty much won almost every single game after they got that volunteer goalie.
Ashton Pickernell, the name for Rich Buellen's Rams, having a great season in net for New Canaan. But Darien Avon 5-2, Nighthawks. Face-off coming to the left of Khan. Boxing out is Edwards. Brown going to punch it down with the glove. Grabbed by number 10 for the Nighthawks. That's Fanelli. Donovan maneuvering her way around.
Yeah, we're seeing that first line out there trying to make a move.
And that one stopped by Ohala. I mean, you look over on the Avon section over there, if you will. I'm counting, what, 4 fans for Avon coming down?
If that. I mean, there are a couple over there, but there's not many. On the Darien side, much more, of course, all the parents of the seniors going to be here on senior night.
That's impressive to come into a visiting barn like that and put the offensive heyday that Avon has done so far. 5 goals on the Blue Wave, the most any team has scored against Darien. That is a full third of what Darien has given up in the first 18 games this season. Avon scored in 1 game. And that's, I mean, you look at the scores they win with: 5 goals, 4 goals, 4 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals. This is a high-powered offense. They've only been shut out once this season, and that was to East Catholic in their most recent game. Oh.
Delayed penalty?
No, somebody forgot to shut the door.
Yes.
That could have been bad.
Yeah, Darien's pretty much outscored all of their opponents this year, and this Avon team has come in hungry for the win.
Avon came in on a mission. They wanted to get a first career win against Darien, and they are 9 minutes and 45 seconds away from that. But Darien needs to have a response. Sarah Kellogg getting boxed out. And this is an Avon team playing aggressive. And whistle will be blown. Unfortunately, you can't do that, as that would be a penalty of forced, I think.
Who was that on? Was that on Avon?
I believe so, number 3.
Number 3, yeah.
I mean, she held Brown essentially.
Yeah, I saw
pinned
that.
her against the boards. So it will be a 2-minute power play for the Wave, as number 3 for the Nighthawks. Shafaro goes to the net, or goes to the penalty box.
They're going to have to really use this power play well. You got to get that goal and just cut back the lead.
Shavaro goes to the box. 2 minutes for interference, the official call. There's Chelsea Donovan. Donovan shoots. Glove stop by Ohala.
That was such a great glove save by Ohala. I mean, Donovan, we've seen all year get those shots in. And that was just a really great textbook save by Ohala.
Ohala showing off the glove work right there. And Avon's going to keep on rolling. Keep watching that clock tick out.
Yeah, about 1:30 in this penalty left, and Avon's not clearing the puck. They're going for it.
Avon, player down right now with the power play.
And they're still playing aggressive, just like they are when it's 5-on-5.
There's Ferreira overshooting the receiver. Icing given.
And they're going to bring out the big guns on the defense. Gretchen Edwards, Morgan Massey, and I don't know if they're going to bring out the first line for the forwards, but we will see.
Face off to Khan's right. Bellissimo and somebody. Moskal, that's who. Took me a while to find that. Nonetheless, Sarah Kellogg takes it into the neutral zone. Out to Massey. Now The shot from Crody deflected off her own player.
That was deflected right off of Darien forward and just couldn't get that past the crease.
Parker Crody off the skate of Massey. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Nighthawks.
This is the time that Darien really needs. Just bring it in. Get that goal that they need to cut down that lead.
Gretchen Edwards trading it back. Seven seconds left on the power play against Avon.
That was a good shot by Crody. With the Avon player down, just couldn't get past Ohala's leg pads.
Collins going to come out and hand it off to her teammate, Maggie Bellissimo. Coco Budd coming out, saying her first minutes on the ice. Speedy defender. Actually, speedy forward, that is, for this Darien team. Skylar Ravosa behind the nets. There's Ravosa across the blue line.
Yeah, Ravosa is going to be the main, or at least one of the main senior players next year. Been on this varsity team for a while.
Delayed penalty called, and
a lot of delayed penalties in this game. Just a lot of tripping, a lot of loose sticks, and got ourselves a rough girls hockey game. I'm not sure who is going to the bench.
You mean to the box?
To the box, excuse me.
Okay, we all make those mistakes. Nonetheless, though, 6:45 left, 2-minute penalty on the Nighthawks. So again, Darien will try the 2-minute power play. H. Now into home. Ravosa the hit there.
Darien playing hockey that, unlike anything I've seen yet, they're not playing really aggressive, and they're going to have to really gain that momentum again. They want to strike.
Shots just off the leg pad of Ohala.
Yeah, Chelsea Donovan get another shot on net, but Ohala there to save that again.
This one out. Behind the net, 5:55 left in regulation, and it's stolen away. Reynolds, the shot, she scores! Kaylin Reynolds adds her second, and Avon gets the short-handed goal number 6. The offensive powerhouse continues for the Nighthawks.
I don't know if
It's
that was a
6-2.
mistake by the Darien defenders. I mean, they had possession of the puck, and I think just got loose, and Reynolds just put that right past Kahn, and hate to say it, but looks like this Darien team down by 4. I don't know, this Avon team looking like they're going to take the W.
6-2. Our score.
Also, that goal is short-handed as well.
Indeed, that's a
and
big
that's
one.
going to go in.
And there's a goal for Darien. They get one right back.
I think that was Morgan Massey, the defender.
So Massey will score the power play goal. And Darien's going to try to mount the comeback with 5:32 to play.
Yep, the defender just right past Ohala's glove. I don't know if she saw that or not, but nonetheless, it was a great chip shot by Massey.
And Darien now 5:32, backs up against the wall. It's going to be interesting if they are able to potentially put 3 goals up on the board.
Well, that was a needed goal for Darien, and still have over 5 minutes left, but they're going to have to really keep driving towards that victory.
They need 3 goals. That's what they are chasing.
3 goals is a lot, especially since you have such a great goaltender of Ohala in net.
Have you ever seen 9 goals in a girls' ice hockey game?
I have not. Well, we did see 8 in the last time that they met.
There's another one. Make it 10. Darienne's not done yet. It's 6-4. A sneaky goal from the Wave.
I think that was Natalie Beach, I think, number 9 or number 5. I'm not sure who that was.
Who tipped that in?
Might have been. I'm not even sure who that was. It might have been number 15, Sarah Kellogg, or.
We're just going to stop speculating and let them announce it. That's a big goal nonetheless for Darien. 2 goals in the span of 30 seconds. It's 6-4 Avon, and Darienne's got some fight in them. Maggie Bellissimo credited with the goal. The Darien Jr. picking up goal number 3 on the season, the 4th for Darien. And Jamie Tropsa will call his timeout and try to keep that spark going. Actually, I think it was Avon calling the timeout to try to slow down Darien.
Yeah, that's definitely Avon calling the timeout just to slow down the Darien offense, getting 2 goals in less than a minute apart.
6-4. Our score.
6-4. This game is not done yet here at the Ice House.
Wave breaks the huddle. Can Avon play the full 45 minutes? Can they go the final 5 minutes and 15 seconds and keep Darien off the scoreboard? Or can the Wave continue the comeback and potentially get some more? Darien is fired up. Bellissimo, Partridge. Puck is dropped, 5:15 to play. Holm gets the face-off for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, this place just got loud. The bench is rattling. And the parent-student sections are as well.
If there's one time Darien needs the energy, it's right now. Whatever you got in the tank, you got to leave it on the ice on senior night.
Yeah, this is it. You gotta do it for the seniors here. I mean, they've gotten it close, and I mean, they had 2-goal differential, but they just got to pull it off.
Right behind the net with it, looking to center it. Kellogg, she can't punch it through. And that's one thing we haven't seen Darien do, is really pressure Ohala like that in front of the net with all the bodies on the line. They've shown that Ohala can stop the long-distance shots, but what about the short-distance ones, as Ohala makes the stop right there? And the Nighthawks, 4:34, they're counting that down.
Yeah, you got to put pressure on the goaltender. Got to get those ground pucks just by the net, by the crease, and that might have to be Darien's strategy upcoming.
Wave, can't grab it. Nighthawks with the possession into the neutral zone. Khan gonna punch it to her right. .412 to play. Reynolds looking to steal another. There's Brown, there's Donovan.
Yeah, Darien's gonna have to give it all their strength and energy right now if they want to try to get those 2 goals back.
The first major adversity Darien has faced all season. Pass to Beach. Natalie Beach has some room. Beach corrals it on the wing. Natalie slows it down, takes the shot. Ooh, just high of the right shoulder of Ohala.
It's a nice fast break by Beach, but she got slowed by the Avon defense, and Darien's gonna have to try to just pass the puck around and keep it in the Avon zone.
No call on it. Darien player down. Donovan slow to get up. There's Fiorita looking to track it down. 3:23 to go. Fiorita.
This game's getting intense.
Stolen.
Both sides.
Can Avon put her away? The shot on the ground. Frozen by Catherine Kahn, stopping Bonfiglio in her tracks.
Great save by Kahn. See, earlier in the game, Avon scored goals through the 5-hole, and this time she puts a save on that one. That's huge. The Darien momentum right now. And just noticed that looks like the student section just got a little more crowd. Not sure if that's all Darien fans, but
it's a New Canaan team.
New Canaan, yeah.
I think that's closest to their bench.
Yes.
The closest to their locker room, that is.
Yes.
Scrum on the boards. Massey looking to get it. Bonfiglio pressuring with it. There's Massey. 3 minutes to work. Over to Kellogg. Sarah Kellogg. She had one against Avon in the first meeting. Actually, 2 assists. Her name, she scores! Sarah Kellogg adds another, and Darien's not done yet. 6-5. Wow! I'm gonna lose my voice by the end of this game. 6-5. Darien scored 3 unanswered, and it's not done yet.
Brayden, going into this third period, Darien only had 2, and now they've hit 5. 3 goals in this third period. Sarah Kellogg bringing in her second, and I think I'm going to lose my voice as well.
6-5. This could be the comeback of the century for Jamie Trop's squad, but they need one more goal.
They still need one with about 2:40 left, and holy man.
A big goal from Kellogg. And just like that, it's 6-5.
Sarah Kellogg, the sophomore, going to be, again, a valuable asset for this Darien girls team for the years upcoming, along with many other young players.
Kellogg, her 6th goal on the season. But Darien, their job's not done yet. They still need one more. Can the Wave get it? This one's coming all the way down to Khan.
Make the stick save. Don't want to have any jeopardy on that puck. I don't know, this might be a time where Darien's got to use their timeout just to think things over and what their game plan is for the final 2 minutes.
Massey along the boards. Can she spark an offense? Avon's got possession. The shot from the point. Off of Carrera. Beach putting the body on the line. There's Donovan. She's got an odd man rush. A one-on-one. Donovan takes the shot on the ground. Ohala watches it back. 1:45 to play. All the way down ice, giving it everything she's got. Conwood puts the hand up. Not granted the icing. The clock keeps on ticking.
Just saw Jamie Trops on the bench. She is pacing right now, and this Darien offense, 3 unanswered goals so far. They make their line change.
In front of the net, Ohala freezes it.
I think Darien's going to get ready to pull the goalie. Yeah, I think Darien's going to get ready on the empty net. Con looked like she was in motion before the ref's whistle. And
timeout taken by Darien, and it is now 6-5. Avon is watching that lead. And I'm still at a loss of words right now, Liam. Darien has now scored 3 unanswered, and it's a 6-5 game.
Yeah, this Darien, this is a smart time to take the timeout. Jamie Chops has just got to think things over on what they need to do. Just keep play moving, take the ice, and they're going to have to just get one past Ohala to get a tie game. And Braden, I'm not sure, but I have not seen comeback like this year for the Darien team.
This would be something. It was 6-2 at one point. Avon looked unstoppable out there, and then Darien has been surging as of late. 6-5 our score, and they are going to start with the empty net.
They are going to start, get the extra man on the ice. Got to have that 6v5, and this is going to be important for Darien. Of course, the puck drop is going to be in the Avon zone.
So the empty net on Darien, and can the Wave with the extra player get the equalizer? Face-off win to Natalie Beach. Turned over, Avon, can they get it? Great heads-up play by Fiorita, punching into the zone.
That was really great by Fiorita.
Donovan's got it, putting the body on the line. Good pass to Beach, and blocker save, and it's in! It is
my
in!
God!
Darien has tied us up! It is 6-6! I am in disbelief! The impossible comeback, and Darien has tied us up at 6! Wow!
Never down by 4 at one point in this game, and hey, it's senior night. Oh, wow.
Ohala put the blocker out with just the blocker made the initial save. Darien tried again, and they succeeded. It is 6-6, folks. Put that remote down. We're not going anywhere. Kelsey Brown on senior night, getting the equalizer.
Kelsey Brown, of course, had the goal against SWS, and she brings it in probably the most clutch time this year, tying up the Nighthawks.
It is 6-6.
And that puck, yeah, just went into the student section. Coming into this third period, I did not think that Darien was going to tie up this game.
Wow.
And I definitely think if this is a tie game, they're probably going to, or they're definitely going to go to OT.
Of course, a minute to play.
This game cannot be a tie.
6-6 our score. Again, it would be golden goal in overtime. We got to get there first. Bonfiglio, there's a steal. Holm turns around, shoots, and scores! Nina Holm for Avon, and it's 7-6. The insanity continues. Holmes puts it in, and with 43 seconds left, Holmes silences Darien and puts up goal number 7.
13 total goals in this game. I don't know if the Darien defense, that was a loose puck, and she really capitalized on that one. And I don't know, I think they're going to start with an empty net.
Empty net for the Wave. 43 seconds left.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, no, it's not going to be an empty net. And they're going to bring a goalie change in. Jamison Maher is going to come in, so Kahn's night is done.
The junior.
And
I don't know if
Maher.
they know if that, does that mean it's over or
no?
I'm not sure.
It might be something that Maher is a quicker skater off the ice to potentially pull her.
Oh.
So Maher,
Yeah,
she's going to come
going.
off. Now there's the empty nets. Maher's off the ice.
Quick skater, she's off, and puck is in the Avon zone.
In front of the net, it's up loose. Kept in by Kellogg, 22 seconds. In through some traffic, 20 seconds.
Darien needs to just keep the puck in this zone. Try to get something in. If the puck goes back towards the empty net, I don't know.
Avon just needs to clear the shot there from point. Through some traffic, it's up high, 6 seconds. Check along the boards, Avon, can they hold it? 3, 2, 1. And the Avon Nighthawks have dethroned Darien, come to the Ice House, and pull off the upset of the century. The offensive shootout ends with Nina Holm picking up the interception and giving Avon the 7-6 win. Darien in disbelief. One of the craziest ice hockey games I have ever seen. And Avon dethrones Darien.
What a game, Braden. 13 total goals. Both teams, or particularly Avon, was playing so much better than Darien in the first and second periods. Darien, of course, coming back to get those 4 unanswered goals, and Avon had that trip-up goal right by the Darien defense and put it right through Catherine Kahn, and of course that was the winning goal, and wow.
What I give Mike Carrera credit for in ensuing in his girls is never give up. You find yourself in adversity, you fight to the end. You find yourself down by a goal, you score another. And that's exactly what Mike Carrera did to his Nighthawks. They're going to celebrate victors on this Saturday night. Avon advancing to 15-3 on the season. Darien dropping to 16-1-2. The first loss for Darien. And the Avon Nighthawks upset Darien on senior nights.
That's a hard one for Darien to comprehend. But of course, Darien's still going to keep that #1 FCAC seed, and I think they're going to keep that #1 seed in the state tournament. But if we see Avon and Darien play in this state tournament finals, that's going to be a very interesting game.
7-6 our final. Avon defeats Darien. For our entire DAF Media production crew, Leon Shen. Someone on main camera, drawing a blank on his name. Luke Zerby, Eric Bellingham, Will Donnelly, Andrew Lee, our main camera operator. For all of them, our DAF Media advisor, Damian Andrew. Once again, Avon, your victors by the final score of 7-6. Saying so long from the Darien Ice House. I've been Braden Shank, and this has been a production of the DAF Media Network, a joint venture of the Darien Athletic Foundation and the Darien Foundation. Have a great night, everybody.